Gracias. Oh, there it is. All right. One night, a Viking named Rudolph the Red was looking out the window when he said it's going to rain. His wife asked, "How do you know?" "Because Rudolph the Red knows rain, dear." Ah, I like it. I like it. I saw one today, David. You ready? It goes, what do you call two guys hanging on each side of a window? Kurt and Rod. Kurt and Rod. Hey there, Christina. There's Lise. What's up? I'll tell you what's not up, and that's the temperatures. Come on, somebody. There it is. My dad told that one in the 60s. Which one? Oh, the Rudolph one or the Kurt and Rod? I think I told the one last night. Didn't I tell the one last night about my new job at the bicycle factory? I'm their new spokesman. Hey, Hanak, what's up? Oh, today, I'm telling you, right? Just beautiful sunny skies, but boy, was it cold. Boy, was it cold. And it's still cold. Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Happy Wednesday night and blessings to you and yours. I hope you're having an awesome night. You're staying warm. It's a very, very cold night. Temperatures are still like 30 degrees below average across the area. 31 at Stinson, Calaveras. 30s at Hondo, Castroville, Devine, Moore, Pleasanton right at 32, about to go below freezing. Mid-20s already. Bandera, Bernie, 26, 27, Bulverde at 28. Very cold. Lackland and Seguin, they're just like, it's too cold. We don't even want to talk about it. We don't even want to talk about it. What does it feel like? You know, the north winds are still moving pretty good. If the air's moving at all, any kind of wind is going to make this cold feel colder. So the wind chill in San Antonio right now is 19, 17 at Bernie, 15 at Kerrville, and 12 at Fredericksburg. These are going down. Overnight tonight, we're looking at single-digit wind chills. And it's mainly because these wind speeds just aren't going to quit by morning. So one thing, I'll tell you this, excuse me, would you rather the lower temperature or the lower wind chill? Because if the winds were to die down, the temperature would come down. The wind speeds are helping keep the temperature up a few degrees. Just that movement of air and mixing of air is going to help keep numbers up a few ticks. But you see the gusts are still near 20 early tomorrow morning. We take it into tomorrow night at this time and we're still in double digits, but at least we're coming down. We're moving in the right direction. And then see, we're still staying pretty breezy, even that's 11 and Friday afternoon. We're still, I mean, we're not going to see these winds really subside anytime soon. Heather's wanting some springtime storm chasing, that's all. Have a great night. Spring begins March 20th. Hey, Gabrielle, I love you too. I'm hoping, we can get an earlier start to spring. That sure would be nice. 29 at Bronze Station tonight. Hey, Lise. Cass wants to stay home. A break from school would be nice, right? Everything's open, even though it's cold. There's no moisture yet. And our one chance of moisture is a small opportunity, small window of a chance and opportunity coming Friday night. And I'll show you what the model data is indicating there. We'll have a better look tomorrow when we get into some good high-res data. And it's going to give us a better depiction, one that we have a little more higher of a confidence in. Oh, Oh, the germs. You know, one thing I was looking too, should we drip? Yes, Monica, I would. Especially if you're in an older home, for sure. And wrap the exterior pipes. So one thing I was thinking about was mountain cedar. You know, this would be the last good test on cedar and whether or not we're really seeing the season come to a close. These big north winds, we should see a good spike in cedar tomorrow. If we don't see it, I think this mountain cedar season is on its last legs. God bless you. San Antonio International and today's numbers, 30 degrees below average exact with a high of 38. 24 is only 5 away from a record. That record was set during Snowvid. 19. Kerrville's 24 feels like 15 already. Yeah, man. Unbelievable, right? Excuse me. So, with those wind speeds overnight, I think we're going down to about 22 or 23 in the city. And then here's what your body's going to think the temperature is when you get your Thursday started. At 7 a.m., it's going to feel like 8 outside. 2 in Kerrville, 1 in Rock Springs. The wind chill, 0 in Fredericksburg, David.
Like my Indiana days.
0. Oh, look, we got the fire burning. Good idea. That's on the monitor in the Kent's 5 newsroom. I really think that makes a difference. I know it's a psychological thing. You just see a fire burning in a beautiful mountain scape there in the snow. Warm up over there, Dave. Is it warm? It's a little warm over there by the fire? Nice. Wind chills down to 13 as far south as even Beeville. Victoria, 15. I mean, this is brutal. Edgewood, oh, absolutely, right? Everything's open tomorrow, right, Luke? To your knowledge, school-wise, all schools open?
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, we haven't heard any closures. No delay openings. Hi, Monica. Good to see you. Feel the heat of the monitor. Right, Nick? What's up, man? Nora, good evening. Oh, anytime. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Nick, what was ironic? Isn't it ironic? Remember that? Alanis Morissette. What's up, Vanessa? There we go. Come on, Holotians. Let me hear you. So, remember the 4 Ps. People, especially your parents, right? Make sure if you have elderly parents that they're going to be able to stay warm tonight, that they're well taken care of, everything's in place. Make sure the pets are inside. All 4 Ps, because we're going down to 24 tonight. Might even get to 22 or 23. Then we rebound. We'll be above freezing tomorrow afternoon, 43. Skies partly cloudy. But then by Friday, down to 32 for a light freeze, and with cloud cover staying in the mid-30s. I'm going to clean these. I think 37 to 38 is the best we'll do on an afternoon high. And then Friday morning, a light freeze. Now, it's overnight Friday into Saturday morning that the precip moves in, the precipitation. And so when that does move in, we're going to have that chance of seeing a little bit of light freezing drizzle. We're not expecting much accumulation in the city, but I'm going to show you the accumulation forecast has picked up a bit over the hill country. I'll first show you the disturbance, okay? See a lot of action, big snowstorm for the northeast, but here's what we've got. An area in the Gulf that's going to be sending the moisture in, and it'll be kind of an overrunning setup where we get moisture on top of the cold, dense air at the surface, okay? And so that's going to create an overrunning setup, and we get light precip. So here's the latest model run. We take this into Friday night, and by, it looks like about midnight, we've got a band of light freezing drizzle, could be a little bit of sleet mixed in here. The thing about freezing drizzle, freezing rain, it's got to freeze on contact. And remember that during the day Friday, we should get above freezing and hopefully just hold steady in those mid-30s. Even though it's going to be very cold, it'll be above 32, and that makes a big difference. I would think bridges and overpasses are going to be the only area that sees icing, okay? Now, here's what's interesting. Once we get into Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, even into this time Saturday, notice that it's all liquid, but it does continue. I mean, we've got a good cover. Look at the coverage on this rainfall. So this system, this low in the eastern, or I should say western Gulf, really spells out a lot of rain, a lot of moisture. So this is one thing that has definitely changed. This moisture package, if you will, has increased. Like I said, tomorrow, better look with high resolution data. And we'll be able to really lock down a Friday night into Saturday morning forecast come Thursday. Menudo time for real, Gina. My wife made gumbo tonight. So good. Oh, man. It was bussin', as the kids say. I was so glad to get home and enjoy a hot bowl of gumbo. Yum. Rock band, light freezing drizzle. Yes, I like it. Or just freezing drizzle. Hey, Vanessa. What's up, Kathy? 21. I'm going with 21 in Helotes. All right, so one batch. Let me back this up, and then I'll show you the lows tomorrow morning. One batch of what could be frozen between, it's pretty much midnight or even as early as this time. Look, 10 and 11 o'clock tomorrow night. I mean, Friday night. And then it holds in. Yeah, pretty much overnight, and then it's turning over to liquid as we get the sun up and we get above freezing, because we'll get into the 40s on Saturday afternoon. So that would definitely mean liquid, not frozen. But let's take a look at the latest ice accumulation forecast. And earlier today, it had a pretty decent little amount collect. It's gone up in San Antonio, that's for sure. And it's kind of shifted east now. Look at that. So more on the I-35 corridor. The afternoon model runs had it a little more west along I-10 to Kerrville. Now it's 281 I-35 and now up to 1300s in San Antonio. So again, we could see some light icing, and this is mainly going to be bridges and overpasses, not surface roads. That's why it's so important. Saturday morning, stay on the surface roads. Okay, make sure. And use the major thoroughfares. A lot more heat on I-10, 410, 1604 than on, Northwest Military and South Cross and some of these other side roads, okay? Good evening, Vero. Amherst and Emmy. Amherst, Emmy. It's Emmy and Amherst. It's Wednesday night. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Here's to you. Good to the last drop. I always remember, chock full of nuts. So this is old school coffee. Jingle time. You ready? Chock full of nuts is that heavenly coffee. Better coffee a millionaire's money can't buy. That's how much TV I watched when I was a kid. Does Walmart still have toilet paper? Right, Steph? Bill always has me laughing. Oh, thank you very much, Monica. I appreciate you. Stew just finished. There it is, Tara. Cooking the stew. Chili, menudo, chicken and dumplings, Heather. Yes, absolutely. Jorge, how can there be clouds in winter when it is too cold for water to stay a vapor? Well, cold air, you're correct in thinking that, cold air does not hold as much water. So it's less humid. It's always very dry when it's cold. Or at least it's always drier. I mean, you can have a humid cold for sure. But yeah, cold air cannot hold as much water as warm air. That we do know in the physics of the atmosphere. But there's definitely still evaporation going on. All right, overnight. Here's what we've got for the city and the metro. Helotes, 2-1. Going down to Tim Duncan in Timberwood Park as well. 20 New Braunfels, 23 Seguin, 22 Randolph. I think the city stops at 23. Same at Lackland, but colder at Stinson. 22 Pleasanton, Hondo down to 20. Come on, Owls. It's going to be a cold night for you. So it's going to be cold on Saturday. I have a dance. Mary, it's going to be chilly. I think we still get up to the mid-40s, and then if you're going out, if it's a Saturday night dance, it'll probably be in the 30s. It just won't be as windy. That's the good news. We start to finally get those winds down to a bit more of a manageable speed come Friday night, Saturday. Vanessa, Acadiana chicken and dumplings. Oh, I know, man, Acadiana. Their jambalaya, that's some good comfort food. I miss them.
They're back open.
What?
Yeah, I did the story last Friday.
Come on, Dave.
They're back open at the La Costa City Hotel.
Ah, not the old location off 410. Lacoste? In Lacoste?
Lacoste, sorry. The La Costa City Hotel, Tuesday through Saturday. Check their Facebook for what
You hear this?
food items are being
Lacoste, one more time?
Lacoste City Hotel.
City Hotel, the Lacoste in Lacoste, Texas, which is East Bexar County.
East.
I think it's still in the county, though, right? Yeah. And wow, that's awesome, right? So who was this that mentioned it? Vanessa. Yeah, Lacoste City Hotel. Tuesday through Saturday. Awesome. Acadiana chicken and dumplings you can enjoy. Uh-oh, David said, whoever stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I'll find you. You have my word.
Oh.
Ah!
Damn,
He really is. He's
yourself, David.
pass the butter. Somebody's on a roll. Does it get warm enough on Saturday for the roads to melt? Oh, absolutely. I don't think there's going to be much. They'll be melting, I mean, fast, because we'll be above freezing by midday. Would the National Weather Service issue any winter advisories or watches for Friday night? They could, Jesse, if it really looks like it's still increasing. We're too far out for that. Tonight it's the cold. And so it's what's called an extreme cold warning that's in effect for the city, metro. There's a handful of counties down to the south and west that are under more of a watch. It's going to be Pearsall, Cotulla, Carrizo Springs, Eagle Pass. Oh, Gabby, yeah, UTSA Dash 5K Saturday morning. A light freeze, so prepare for about 32, 33 at runtime. If it's like 7 or 8 a.m., low 30s. Great soup weather. What about Fideo? Oh, yeah. Oh, Jeanette, they're from Lacoste. Is that? Oh, that's why. Okay. Mary's going to wear a 50s dress. Absolutely. Yes, Caesar. Excuse me, Caesar. It does look like rain Saturday. Yes. So we're still keeping probability low, even though that model looked pretty impressive. Let's go to the 14-day forecast. I'll show you that I'm keeping a 30% chance in until I see high-res data tomorrow. Once I see that, and if it's going to increase, we'll up that 30% to maybe something higher. But right now, a little bit of freezing drizzle early Saturday, and then light rain for a good part of the afternoon. 47, so, you know, Saturday night plans, lower 40s. But again, the winds won't be a factor. Northeast near 20 is going to be early. In fact, I've got to update those winds tonight. I'll have those new wind speeds for you in that forecast at 10. Will there be any power outages? We hope not, Donna. The grid, we did a story, ERCOT ahead of the situation this go around and in pretty good shape. McAllen, yeah, definitely going to be cold. Moisture, probably going to be a little wet Friday night, Saturday, but all liquid there for sure. But it's just a little too far south in most of my stuff, a little out of my jurisdiction. So the next 3 days, weather impact alerts because of the cold, the extreme winds, and then the winds will start dying down as we get into Saturday. And like I said, right now just a slight chance of a little freezing drizzle. Some light ice accumulation could occur on bridges and overpasses. The good news, the blessing, we won't have as many vehicles on the road Saturday. A lot of you can hopefully stay home and avoid travel and stay safe. You're very welcome, Brenda. Pearsall, yeah, it's definitely cold, but you're really not. The lion's share of the moisture is going to be southeast and east, so you'll be on the western fringe. You'll get a little bit, not very much in Pearsall. Hey, Divine, what's up, Liz? You're welcome, Sandy. Carolyn had a little snow this morning, 1604 in Shanefield. Really? Interesting. Heard about a few flurries down in or up in Austin. All right, love y'all. See you on Ken's 5 News at 10. God bless you.